So this is part 4 of What Color Is That Pigeon? Last time we covered blue checks and blue tea checks. So you'll remember in the second episode we covered true silver, which is dilute blue bar. So now we're talking about blue checks and blue tea pattern checks. So these are actually the dilute versions of those two patterns. I actually just put these two videos right together. This little squeaker here, this is in the kit being settled right here. This is a silver open check. It's just the dilute version of a typical blue check. As you can see, the wing shields, cover of the wing shields and the color of the checkers are softened or washed out or diluted, quote, diluted. And that's why it's called dilute, is the color is diluted. So you can see it's a little bit lighter in color. Maybe in this light it may look a little blue, but this is a silver check. Now the older hen behind him, or probably behind her, is a silver tea check, or you could call it silver velvet if you wanted to stick to the dark check black velvet theme. Some people would call this hen a dun, but if you look closely in both of these birds, you can see the tail bar showing in these birds. And when you have the tail bar, you know it's a silver. If you don't have the tail bar, it's black base. Therefore, if it's dilute, it would be a dun. And that's really the only difference. Very difficult for most people to tell the difference between a silver and a dun, but that is the difference, is the tail bar. Visually, this hen looks very, very, very close to what most people consider dun. As a result, some people call them silver dun checks. I don't use that term. I use the genetic term. She is a silver tea pattern, or dilute tea pattern. And as I said, the other little guy is basically a silver check. You know, you might call it an open check. You know, in genetic circles, we don't use the term dun to describe this, even though tipper guys use dun. A lot of rover guys call it dun. A lot of people in other breeds, they call it dun. Now, if you want to make these colors, it's actually pretty simple. Now, the common component using dilute, usually most people, they want to use a yellow. That's the easiest way to use dilute, just because it's probably the most common. So if you take a blue checker and you made it to a yellow, chances are you're going to get a bunch of blue checks out of it. But the sons, if it's a blue check cock on a yellow hen, the sons are going to carry the dilute factor from the yellow mother. Take those, make those blue check sons back to the yellow. In addition to some yellows, because of recessive red, you're going to get silver checks, probably about 25%. You're also going to get some blue checks and just some standard recessive reds. Now, somewhat similarly here, instead of using a blue check, we would use a dark check male, breed it to a yellow, take a son from that, that's a dark check. He will carry dilute, we'll mate him back to the yellow mother or to another yellow, and we'll get these silver tea pattern checkers, or what a lot of people erroneously called silver dun or dun in particular. So that is it, guys. Be sure to stay tuned. We're going to continue to move color by color. Been busy the last few days. In addition, had a racing meeting Friday night. So I was busy with that and had some business the day before and had some family things come up I had to deal with. So needless to say, I've been running a little behind on these What Color Is That Pigeon videos. But needless to say, wanted to catch up tonight, get 2 done, cover the 2 checker patterns, and also the dilutes in the blue series. So thank you very much for tuning in. Be sure to check the next video out. We're going to continue color by color here and keep going. As time goes on here, once we get past a few more basics, we're going to get into some more exotic stuff. So be sure to stay tuned. If you have questions about pigeon genetics, especially color genetics, please don't hesitate to comment in the bottom of the video. Doesn't matter what it is as far as genetics, ask away. So, see you guys later. Bye-bye.